Why is it 6 p.m. and dark outside? Also, I told you I owned more than just black shirts. So you've written your song or an album, you recorded it and mixed and mastered it, so now what? Today I'm going to show you how to release your music on your own without a record label using DistroKid, which I personally use. There are a couple of other options out there like Lander, but I'm just going to be talking about DistroKid mostly because that's what I use, so that is what I know. Obviously, before you upload anything, you want to make sure your song is fully finished. No more mixing, no more mastering, everything is done. You want to export your song and or songs as a WAV file, and if you have cover art, you want to make sure that it's a square, usually 3000 by 3000 pixels, because that's what streaming services use. So I guess you kind of need an account. So head over to distrokid.com and make an account. They have a few plan options, but the basic one is perfect if you're just releasing your own music. The other ones are more if you have more than one artist you're working with as like a producer, but the basic plan is all you need for just yourself. It's a yearly fee and you can upload as much as you want. The only cost is if you want to keep your songs up on streaming services after you cancel your plan, there is a fee per song, but if you continue paying for DistroKid, all of your music will stay up. Once you're done creating your account, you want to click upload and you'll pick what kind of release it is, like a single, an EP, or an album. Then there's just a couple of basic things to fill in, like your artist name, which will be how it appears on streaming services, the song title, whether it's explicit or not, the genre, and then you can upload the WAV file for the song and the cover art. The best thing about DistroKid is that it automatically sends your music to Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, YouTube Music, pretty much everywhere. You can pick whatever release date you want. Usually you'd pick like a couple weeks out from when you're planning to release your song and or album, or you can be like me and do it a week ahead of time. Don't be like me and give yourself enough time to promote your music and make pre-save links or something. Be more scheduled than me. At this point, if everything looks right, you can hit submit, and DistroKid usually uploads to Spotify in a couple days, but Apple Music and some other stores can take a little longer, but you'll get an email once that goes live and you can see it on all the streaming platforms. Now that your song is released, don't forget to share it everywhere. Instagram, TikTok, your story, a link in your bio. You can also sign up for Spotify for Artists and Apple Music for Artists to see like more statistics about your music, and it even gives you like an artist wrap at the end of the year, like Spotify Wrapped, but it's for your music in particular, and it shows you all your statistics, which has been really cool to get the past couple years. I know I mentioned it before, but Lander is another option instead of DistroKid. It includes mastering and like distribution all in one. But personally, I've only ever used DistroKid, so that's what I know best, but there are other options out there if you would prefer something else. So yeah, that's it, honestly. You don't need a label, you don't need anyone's permission. You just need to go out there and release your music. Next week is the Wednesday before the album comes out, I hope. That's the plan so far. But I'm gonna talk about promoting your music and releasing it a little bit more in that episode, and then we're gonna do a wrap up and talk about the whole experience of writing and recording and releasing an entire 10-song album in just 8 weeks. If you are just excited about this album as I am, don't forget to go follow me over on my Instagram and TikTok to see more covers, originals, and behind the scenes of everything I do here. I'm really excited for this album to come out. Really excited. Until then, keep creating, and I will see you next week to release an album.